All right, so we have official confirmation from CG Crumb that Darth Revan is in fact coming. We had been speculating for some time on this screenshot on whether that was going to be Darth Revan or Darth Malak. It is going to be Darth Revan, and the community and my predictions on what the requirements are going to be for that journey character were 100% correct. 100% correct. Bastila, Shan, Fallen. So Bastila, Dark Side, Bastila, Canderous Ordo, Carthanesi, HK-47, and Juhani. And it gets a little bit more interesting from there. Says it will be a very difficult task to reclaim the Sith throne. That makes me wonder how much we have to gear up the characters, because on the Jedi Knight Revan, other than Bastila, you really didn't have to gear up many of the characters. It was actually a relatively easy event. Unlike C-3PO or Chewbacca, where you actually had to have like high geared Ewoks or bounty hunters or know how to mod them. It was those events were hard and it took a lot of RNG. So this is kind of concerning me a little bit right here. It would be a difficult task to reclaim the Sith throne. I know a lot of people did not like the difficulty of the Chewbacca or the C-3PO event. I personally enjoyed it a little bit. I don't know, because it was memorable. Where like the Jedi Knight Revan event, I did it and then I forgot about it. Where I absolutely remember unlocking Chewbacca. I absolutely remember unlocking C-3PO. Once you complete your journey to the dark side, reworks for HK-47 and Fallen Bastila Shan are on their way and ready to help Darth Revan. So we knew about a rework for HK-47, plus the screenshot revealed that there was going to be a Zeta on HK-47. There's been a lot of talk of that as all, but this is brand new. They're saying that there's going to be a rework of Fallen Bastila Shan on their way to help the Darth Revan become an incredibly powerful Sith leader. Stay tuned to the forums for full details on what's changing with HK-47 and Fallen Bastila Shan kits. Bundles and event pack will be available for the characters above. So what I'm going to talk about briefly is I'm getting some questions on saying, well, what characters should I gear up? And the other question is how should I farm for them? And I'm just only going to show what I'm personally doing. I'm personally, this is my personal account right here, trying to get these all up in similar levels. You can see that Canderous has the most shards and Juhani is in the past. And then Karth got a boost because I was using the event for the Ebon Hawk to get him up. So I want to get them all at a similar level. And then HK, of course, I've had at 7 stars for a million years. And I'm going to continue farming them the way that I have been until the event, because the event probably will drop either here this weekend or the following weekend. I'm going to guess that we have either at the most 10 days before this event starts. And then when the event starts, it probably runs for 7 days. But I wouldn't be surprised if this event dropped at the end of this week. It could happen. Patches for this game usually come out on Thursdays, Wednesdays or Thursdays, and then they just go live. And then the event usually runs for a week. So we either have 10 days or we have about 3 days before this goes. And I'm ready if they give the packs. Now, the way it worked with Jedi Knight Revan is that they had these packs where you could buy it and you got a random number of shards. And the problem with that is that I already had Bastila at 7 stars. So I was getting a lot of duplicates. And there was a clip there in that video link up here in the corner where I pulled it like 4 or 5 or 6 times in a row. And that was just basically throwing money in the trash can. So I know like Arnold has already 7-starred all of these characters, and I'm kind of doing it a little bit slower. I'm going to continue grinding and getting it up. Now, as far as gearing up, and we're going to look at the screenshot, Bastila is a standalone amazing character currently today. Like, she is already very good. So I'm going to give everybody a green light to gear her up as high as possible. I've already taken her to gear 11. Now, I'm stingy with my gear. I don't gear necessarily territory war teams or Grand Arena teams. I mean, mostly focus on both of the arenas. Squad Arena and Ship Arena. I like getting number 1 in those every day. And I don't really focus on characters that I don't think are going to be important there. I feel that today's Squad Arena team is going to be very good in Grand Arena and Territory Wars for a long time. For the next 6 months, all of those teams are going to be important. Like when Jedi Knight Revan is no longer the top dog in the Squad Arena, he's still going to be very, 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 very good inside of, obviously, right, inside of Grand Arena and Territory Wars. So I don't just arbitrarily gear up characters. So Fallen, Bastila, Shan, she got a green light. I've been putting her on my top 10 list for a while now. She's been useful along with the Sith teams. Now, I'm not going to say that Canderous and Karth and Juhani are bad or you should not gear them up. I've seen a lot of videos where people are using them with success inside of Territory Wars and in Grand Arena. I personally don't go crazy with gearing characters in that tier, where they're not going to be top dog, but they do have their merits. So it's really going to come down to how hard this event's going to be and whether they're going to be useful. And then as far as HK47, I hope that he gets the tag so that it makes sense. Right now he does not have the tag, so I have to go over to Droid. I've had him geared up for a while now, and I may push him up higher, gear 9, but there's no rush on that. You can see I don't even bother with the mods on him, but it'd be pretty easy to take him up. And the reason why I'm saying that probably he's going to be important is because the post does mention the rework for both of them, and the screenshot from the developer footage. So it showed a triple Zeta Gamorrean guard, which was a placeholder image for Revan. Well, we knew it was Revan or Malak, but we weren't sure. But it's definitely Revan. We were like 95% sure it was Revan. And so the triple Zeta Gamorrean guard, one of the teams there shows Bastila HK47. Okay, so Bastila is in both teams. I would greenlight her, gearing her. Plus, she's been useful with the trio for a while now. HK47 also there, and then you can see that there's Palpatine and Sith Trooper. And the other team is using Nihilus and Scion, which a lot of people have them geared up and ready to go because they were very dominant for a long time, for more than a year, actually. Maybe even 2 years with Nihilus has been important. So, as far as gearing characters that are required for this and for this event, I'm personally only gearing Fallen Bastila. Then I will go for HK47. I think HK47 has merit in other places of the game. And if you really want to go crazy and do something special for Territory Wars or Grand Arena, go for it. As far as upgrading the other 3 characters that are required for this event, I personally am not going to gear up Canderous, Juhani, or Karth. Juhani did not work on a Jedi Knight Revan team from the testing I did. Karth and Canderous definitely have strengths, and they do make good Grand Arena Territory Wars teams, but I'm only going to gear them up depending on the difficulty of the event. The event is going to have to be very hard for me to gear them up, and so I'm hoarding gear. Basically, I think everybody's been hoarding gear ever since this screenshot. Hoarding gear and hoarding Zetas and Omegas to be ready, because it looks like just from this team, there's a minimum of 3 for Darth Revan. Fallen has 1, and her Zeta is not that important. It just gives foresight to her and the leader at the beginning of the battle. So that's good, but I don't know how important. And then we don't know what HK, but I was figuring that I'm going to need at least 4 Zetas for whatever this new team is, and I think I've saved up 3.5. So I'm ready to go on that. I've been saving gear, and I'm almost ready. Are you ready? That is the question, is are you ready? I'm ready. I just want to say this. I hope that we don't ever have a meta like we have right now with Jedi Knight Revan, where it's like 88, 87, I don't know where it is, 90% of the teams, and it is a frustrating mirror match. Yeah, you can use Blo Koon, but it is not that much fun when you play the same team every day and the matches take 3, 4, almost 5 minutes every single match. and it's just dominant. Everybody has the same team. Everybody is running the same thing. I'd really hope that the pendulum doesn't shift an extreme to the other way. I hope that we can have like a shared meta, or I'd like to see where there's at least 3 or 4 things. It would have been awesome if we could have had some people running Grievous, some people running Commander Luke, some people running Jedi Knight Revan, some people running Darth Revan, and maybe Darth Revan is the best on defense. But this right now where we're at, where it's all Jedi Knight Revan all the time, always, is not fun. And this game has never seen a team that strong and that dominant. But I'm ready for Revan. I'm pretty excited about this. I can't wait to see the kit and play it and do the thing. I've been streaming the game, the original KOTOR, which I do like, and I've met most of these characters. I've not met HK47, but I've met Bastila, Canderous, Karth, Juhani. I've kind of got a feel for the personalities. I haven't met HK, or I haven't become Darth Revan yet, so it's a lot of fun playing the game. All right, well, now it's time for the giveaway. Really hope you liked this video today, because if you did, you are in luck. For every single person that likes this video, you will be getting for free in your account a green Kit Fisto.
It's not a scam.
Yeah, I don't know. That's just something people kept saying in the stream. You know, green Kit Fisto. But yeah, that is definitely a different race and everything, but whatever. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Keep on gaming.